Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Well, good morning, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I just saw Lalita's class. Man, that was fantastic. Man, did she get realizations? Yeah. See, this is proof that this works, man. You know, what we're doing really works. See, proof of work. God's work. You hear, and it bears fruit. See? So this is a Jesus thing. Yeah, it wouldn't bear transcendental fruit if it wasn't really transcendental what we're doing. See, kind of simple, isn't that? Full of holes. It's full of holes. No holes here. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. It's just like, after you're getting purified, you start to think like the acharyas. You can relate to them. See, they have relation. You feel what they say. You understand what they say. See, this is the secret here. This I didn't see when I was in all of these groups. There wasn't one of them I felt they understood the Acharya's mind like Prabodhananda Saraswati. They didn't understand his mind. They didn't understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They didn't get it. Even all the way up into when the Narayan Raj group didn't understand the special merit. That's why you see, he preaches like what Prabodhananda was preaching against and saying, no, it's not about that. It's not about being austere and all that. It's about getting the mercy when it's here. See, it's here. It's not about going that path of austerities, renunciations, and trying to attain. It's already attained. It's here. See? Revival again. See, you start to relate to this when you get purified. But you see, you have to be in the right place. Otherwise, you won't get this level of. You'll just preach austerities or something else, psychological Vaishnavism or something, something different. Not what the Lord brought here. See, we're preaching what the Lord actually brought here. This is special, man. That's why it's here. We're preaching the essence of the Vedas, which, that's why the result comes like this. Those who come here will get something very different than going, all that hard work you got to do in these religions. Oh, man. You just come here and you follow what Lalita does. That's it. And the fruit will bear whatever it is, whatever it's meant to bear, 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold, 50-fold, Hey man, it's better than a 0-fold, right? People get different returns on their investment, but at least it's a return, a good return, a hefty one, even 10-fold this, and it increases. forever. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Good morning, Yamuna. Oops, she slipped away. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Karuna can sure pair the channels. Look at that, man. 5 channels pair. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Gosh, these things now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare. All the Vaishnavas, if they want to be a part of Lord Chaitanya's real intimate family, they have to come here. Otherwise, they're not. They stay on the outside. They're outsiders. I mean, this is the truth. I mean, okay, you can stay on the outside. Hey, man, you can come inside if you want. Doors open. Open door policy. Otherwise, you won't get this. You won't, it's up to you guys. It's all it falls in your court now. Anybody can come in now. Isn't it the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Anybody can come in. Come in, get purified, very quickly attain the highest result you won't attain in any lifetime, except when such an opportunity. I mean, look, it's been 550 years. Even with Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta and Bhaktivinoda, it wasn't available. Only for them and a few others, maybe. But now, open door. Everybody, anybody from any of the Sanghas can come in. You study Prabhupada's books. This is what it's all about here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. That's right, man. I'm here to outsmart everyone. That's the empowerment. See, otherwise you can see you have to show you they're outdone. Not even one can you can't. It's just what Lord Caitanya did with the scholars. They could no way could they defeat him this way. No way. They won't even come here. Not even Acharya Dev. I challenged him so many times. We won't come. Too much to lose. Big false ego, too much to lose. Not ready for that. Maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he'll come up for the challenge. It'd be a great. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, that would be like an epic. Him or Radhanath, get some of these bigwigs out there. Come out here. Special debate. It'll be like a Rocky movie. All the big shining fighters out there with the star-spangled boxing shorts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. I'm going to take all of these sayings of all of these gurus and I'm going to correct them all. That's my next thing. I started with one. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, I got so many. I can. Wait till you see. I'll show you the real conclusion. These Narayan Raj students their jaws will drop. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. All of them. All of their saying. I take Radhanath's. Oh man, we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna get some attention over here, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I got a good one too. This guy, a Bhaktivedanta, disciple of Narayan Raj, says they actually have sex in the spiritual world. Oh boy, he set himself up for a good one, man. Actually, like sex. I like this plea. He puts it right out. Couldn't believe it, man. Guy has no discrimination. I'll do that one today, maybe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I can't stand around and just watch all this stuff and polluting everybody and keeping everybody love of God away from everybody. It's enough. This has gone on. The fiasco has gone on long enough now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll prove that everybody's penis stays in the earth when they pass from the body. It doesn't go into Goloka Vrindavan. What is this bullshit stuff, man? You can't tell the difference between the spiritual body and the material body. And he's a Bhakti Vedanta. Where does he get his Vedanta? Not from Bhakti, for sure. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Yeah, Radha and Krishna, they do. And that's why they only have sex with their husbands. You notice they all got husbands, right? They have sex. It's a physical thing, it's for procreating families. Gopis had, many of them had children. And then they had a special relationship with Krishna. You notice, just like us, isn't that? Don't we follow in the footsteps? Isn't that we have? Look, she's got a husband. She has sex, probably. I won't ask her any questions. Not my deal. But she has a relationship with Krishna, right? You know, and this is how it is. This, these guys, they don't have any experience of what we're experiencing. We're experiencing the real Vrindavan, and they speculate. See, they can't. They don't have their spiritual body awakened. They're just all intellectuals, scholars. This is Vrindavan. People like Lalita. She was married. She had sex, probably. I won't ask any questions. And she put it out there on the internet. She doesn't care, What she care? She's free. She's a liberated soul. She's not dependent on what people think about her. She's a free bird, man. She's here to free anybody else who will surrender to the right process. Yeah, just just Vrindavan. They had their wives and husbands. They had sex. They had children. And then they had Krishna. Just like we. What is the big deal, man? What is so hard? Well, it's hard to understand when you're not having that relationship with Krishna. Right? Then you speculate. You got to think it's like this, it's like that, and it's not. You can't. No way can you understand. You got to go to devotees who are experiencing Vrindavan, and then they tell you like it is. It purifies your consciousness. Of all the garbage. Krishna doesn't like garbage in Vrindavan. He likes things as it is. That's why it works like a charm here. Everybody gets charmed with the real Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Conjugal, yeah, it's a conjugal. What's the meaning of lust? You think it's the lust of the world? The acharyas use the word lusting for Krishna. God, you still. That's good. I'm glad you're doing this. You put up your mind. This is what people think. These are the sahajas out there. What do they still believe? It's sex. The conjugal sex. The acharyas use the words lust to illustrate this impulsive desire for the transcendental body of the Lord when your soul is awakened. And it's conjugal because it's very intimate when your soul is awakened. I was wondering, why don't people understand this when I first came? Because they're just not there. They need to, I had to mature enough, like it was like going to Vrindavan to grow up. And now we're out here. Now we're back, like Krishna came with his friends back to Mathura, the abode of the hypocrisy and speculations and all, and people were oppressed by that. And so we come here to liberate people, man. It's time. No more bullshit gonna go on, man. Who said Radha and Krishna have sex in Vrindavan? Well, I'll show you, man. This guy, man, I can't believe it. But anyway, that's what goes on when you just don't have the experience. That's what they're all doing. All of them, all the Narayana, they're all speculating about these things. I couldn't understand anything he said. I was sitting there, I couldn't. I asked a question. He says, "That question is wrong." A wrong question? Can you imagine? What is that saying when somebody says to you, "Do you think I can ask wrong questions?" What's it saying? Maya's in there somewhere. She's subtle. She's like, see, Maya and Vrindavan, when came in Putana, she's very subtle. Even the devotees were fooled. It's like, oh, she looks like really the real thing. But her heart was fierce. She disguised it really well. This is Maya. It took me a while to figure these things out. And I thought, oh, yeah. See, that's why they show Putana was not just any. She's very good at her job. She protects the Dham. You got to go in a certain way, man. If you don't go in that way, she's there to, bamboozle you. That's why a lot of devotees, they think they're, but the bottom line is they don't have this ecstasy. See? They don't have it. So that's the bottom line. They could say, well, he's it and he's so great and everything, but they don't have this ecstasy. Which is, if you read the book, examine it, it's right there. It's all about this ecstatic ecstasy. But we do. See, we're in the real, this is called the real mind, the real followers of Prema. It's here, So, see, the false followers is everybody following something different. Austerities, pious deeds, renunciations, big sadness, hard, difficult things to attain. And they're trying some other way except going through the door. That's why I like Jesus preaching always so much, because he said, just go through the door. The mercy is here. The God is giving this gift. It's good news. Just take the friggin' good news. Lord Chaitanya, the same thing. Just take the friggin' good news. And it's the same here now. Just take the good news. Love of God is here. You can very quickly get it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, you see, this is the thing. People, they don't understand. They think the marks on the gopi's breast is something physical or something. It's just, it's a bamboozlement for the materialists. They like that, and then they go and they teach a sahaja thing. It's something, even Prabhupada said Sahajas will eventually get it because they're thinking about Krishna, even though it's not in the right way. Just like these people in ISKCONs and all of that, they'll eventually get the Lord because they're thinking about Krishna, and gradually, but how long do you want to take? Because you're not going to get it in this life thinking like that. Because you can't go to Vrindavan and think like a materialistic Vaishnava. You got to be able to relate. How can you serve the pastimes when you can't relate to them? You don't understand the mind of God. You're going to go in there and think, oh, Krishna, it's all about having sex. No, you got to get purified of that first. That's why you do it here, And the fact they work up wearing each other's clothes. Yeah, it's a way. It's just like they use, what are you going to do, man? We're in the world. We got words. They illustrate, see, they're codes. These are codes that devotees unlock. They know what the intention of the author is. See, they know because they have a spiritual awakened body. They see it's all about the spiritual body, not about the material. Of course, they were in material bodies and they would go and meet each other, but it was a spiritual relationship. It's like, this is one thing you can't really see here because the Lord was incarnate. He had a body, Lord Chaitanya had a body. If you would go and see Lord Chaitanya, you would see it's a spiritual thing. They're not out after having sex and all that stuff together. That's what this sannyasi was trying to claim, all this weird shit, man. I tell you, it's like, you can't even see what is plainly obvious. They would have spiritual conjugal. It's a spirit thing. It's a spirit. You do it with your spiritual body, not the physical. Physical is here to procreate. That's why it's here. Otherwise, we would have no generations. It would be nobody here. So it's a beautiful design of God. See, this is like the demons. Everybody's screwing things up when you see. This is the thing. The Lord wants to have a time, an age, where we don't need to screw things up because we're so connected with Him. We know His mind. We know the minds of devotees. See, and everything's peaceful. Everything's wonderful. It becomes a true golden age. Yeah. Right now, everybody doesn't know the mind of the Lord. See, so they do. The mind of the Lord is that I have to imitate. See, that's the mind of the Maya. Everything's crazy here. Everybody insane. Some level insane. Even demigods. Some level there's speculation. Therefore, there's some insanity there. No, you got to get this mercy, man. You got to become a Rasic devotee. This is available now. Grab it while it's here, man. If anybody's got sufficient intelligence. If not, stay in the Vitae pile for a while. Somebody pick you up in a lifetime or two. Who knows when? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. See, it's like Karuna's ex-guru. He was a Vaishnava, right? The guy's having tantric sex, saying it's all about this. Radha and Krishna are having sex. See, thinking like that. See? So Krishna exposed him. Big time, man. The guy's pictures of all this tantric stuff was put. I saw him. I was like, ooh, man, that's weird shit, man. But that's Krishna, he's trying to, like expose this rascaldom. That you talk about rascaldom. It gives God a bad name. You have these people misrepresenting him. How we represent the way as he is, man. Just ecstasy is ecstasy, sex is. We got to discriminate. See, people they lost this. They mix everything. This is where it's mixed. They're mixing through speculation, so they can't touch the spiritual plane. They can't touch it. Speculation, you can't rise to that plane. See? You got to be purified, either in this life or previous. Okay? When I came in, it was very easy. I just obviously previous life. So I just pick up the book. Oh, it's right there, and just raised right up into the Christian, just like this. With both Jesus's book and also the Prabhupada's books, just up there. And see, when the upsurge comes, now you can understand. See, because God, the three wise men, they represent the pituitary, the crown chakra, and the throat chakra. Three wise men. You see, makes you wise. But Krishna has to arise up into this area. See? So, Krishna, Christ. And then you get some realization about the kingdom. Otherwise, diddly squat. You're just in the modes, man. You're in religion, you're a Pharisee or a sannyasi in the Varnashram system. Same thing. Or a guru that's, still in that, under that. You're not a liberated soul, man. You have to have that upsurge. The Lord gives you the intelligence. See? Then you can see, you look at the scriptures, you understand them. And then you preach that, and whoever listens gets the real Bhakti Lata Bish. See? And it purifies it by their ecstatic emanates, prema, and by their word. See, they have the right understanding of their word, ignorance is destroyed. Like that sannyasi, you know how many people he's probably a guru, have people following him. See, they're following ignorance. They're following a speculator. They don't know it, do they? Well, I know it. And I'm going to show it. See, for the welfare of people, for him or anybody, maybe people want to get out of the trap. All they have to do is listen to a real authorized representative of the Lord. That's here, isn't it? This is your freedom, is this word. You're free in the word, man. The as it is, you're getting the real roadmap, the real understanding, the real knowledge. See, that's what we need. It's lack of real knowledge is what keeps people in illusion, keeps them under the Maya, right? This is the freedom. You're free in the word. See, the word made flesh. What the heck does that mean? That's a bona fide spiritual master, my friends. And you hear the word in the flesh, and a person speaking it, because you could see when you see it's not made from flesh, in a person speaking that word, people just speculating and they're just stay on the material platform. You can't get off. That's why Elite is successful, River's successful. See, they understand this. That's how you become a real spiritual master. You understand the process. You experience the result of following the process. And that's your witness. It's that simple. And you just say, yeah, man, I just follow. And you'll see how hard it is for people. I don't know. Their minds are going like this. Whirlwind demons still in there. They still kind of believe it. Or they believe the minds of other inexperienced devotees that are not real devotees yet. Devotees means like this. You have this bhakti in you, manifesting in you, emanating from you. you know? And you speak the word that's because of that. The liberating word. Nobody else can do it. We train people to do that here. Isn't that amazing? The words you'll speak will liberate people if they listen. And some will. Some won't. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna says, say his name. He's the other version of Gaurahari Das. His actual name is Gaurahari too. I think he took it from me. I think he did actually, because I don't think that was his name. What do you think? I don't know for sure, but I think he did. Maybe.
He has another name now.
Yeah, of course. He's shape changer, man. He can't make it as a Vaishnava anymore. Nobody will believe him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare. A lot of people think when they say, "Oh, there's that Gaurahari that did all those things," they mistake me for that guy. Same name. Hare Krishna. I have to work it. I have to say, no, it's some other guy over there.
Karuna said, I met him and I said he was ecstatic. No, Karuna. I said he was empty.
Yeah. See, you can't know. See, this is the thing. You don't know. That's the thing. You're like in that energy a little bit. So you're here to clear it off so you can become a real devotee. See, when you're a real devotee, you'll be peaceful. You won't be agitating everybody, confusing them and all that. That's all that. That's the imitation. Told you he was. No, you told me. No, I never said he was ecstatic.
No,
never. Zero times. No, she's never, and I never. He was never. He's an imitator. Anyway. He's just one of those obstacles you got to get through. Hey, man, you made it here, man. Just clear that shit off, man. Stop believing in any of it. Just let go, man. Pass it like stool and move on, man. Don't believe in any of that. I mean, I remember you telling me, oh, I still watch his videos. Ooh, are you still doing it? If you are, that's what's keeping you. Anyway, you'll do it as long as you get some juice from it, but that's not the juice I want. That's why I keep everything. If you're contaminated with that, I'm going to be a little distant, man. I don't like that. I like pure bhakti, man. Real stuff. Hare Krishna, Hare. So we'll get you free of that. Just stick in there. Hang in there, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. It's the devotee who worships Gauranga Gadadhar. Yeah, that guy too is not normal.
Gadadhara Prana. Yeah, he had ecstatic symptoms. He was laughing and crying.
They're not
That,
real. They're
that,
not
that
real. They're
not
not
this. No.
not real at all. I saw them. He's a materialistic person. You just can't help it. You speculate. He's really into the breasts, man. Oh, is he into the breasts? And he paints them and loves those breasts, man. Puts them right on his deity, man. Gadadhar looks just like Radharani with the big breasts. Big. He's just a breast guy, you know. It's okay, you know. He lives in Mayapur. He's happy. He does his job, you know, whatever that is. Krishna employs everybody on many levels, but I don't. I know. I've been there so many times. I examined him closely. I examined a lot of people. Krishna had me, put me in positions. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Go ahead, what?
I'm sorry. Can I say something about Gadadhara Prana? Yeah, I saw his tears and his laughter. He chanted, "Cry love, cry love, cry love, cry love." Really, really. And I chanted with him. But then I heard his preaching, and then I read his book.
Yeah,
I went to one lecture, and I said, "No, no, 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 no.
yeah,
What you're saying here, you're speculating. He made love stories about Gadadhara and Lord Chaitanya." And
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, "No, that's not possible. That's not
yeah,
possible." And a lot of people who were there, they believed it.
yeah. A lot of people do. Yeah, yeah. It shows you so many people. They believe authority. Anybody in a position of it, because he looks like a guru. Makes himself. He has a nice house. He writes and he paints and everything. Just like Narayan Raj, you paint, you know, writing and all these things and everything. Oh, we must be, you know. But anyway, this is a high standard. Lord Chaitanya wants to give the highest standard to the lowest persons who will just come the right way. You come through as real devotees where the mercy is. That real mercy is here. You don't come here, you can try, you can go through Narayan Raj, you get Ardhar Pran, they're all there. They got their little obstacles they're gonna put before you. And the sign is you won't see the love of Gauranga and Lord Chaitanya manifest. They'll say, "Oh well, we don't show it." Yeah, you don't show it. You can't show it. You know, you cannot cheat Krishna. You cannot go in any other way except through his associates. That's why he threw the brahmachari out. Remember? Get him out. I'm not going to spoil my career. Come back. You went through Srivas, my real devotee, who actually just has natural love for me. He's family man. You ever see? It's just like it is in the world. See, that's why we have to use worldly examples. See, it's just like in the world. If you're part of a family, you're bonded, right? People are on the outside, they're on the outside. You don't feel the same towards them, right? You know, it's if you're in Trump's family, you know, you're his daughter or something, you go right in and see Trump, right? But you try to do it being on an outsider. This is the same thing, only more powerful with Lord Chaitanya. You're not part of the family. You can't come in. Sorry, I don't feel anything for you. Where's the? He's only here to reciprocate. He's teaching. This is the pastime incarnation. He passes his time with devotees only. If you're not a devotee, well, it's got no relation. Just like you go into Trump and you're not his daughter or son, who are you? Are you at least a friend? I don't know you. Get out of here. It's the same thing. It's a reflection of how it is with God. People think, can't be God. Yeah, it's like that. But he's merciful. You know why? Because he sends his representatives here. So to bring you in the family, but you got to go in the right way. You got to become a friend of the friend. That's why the idea, you got to be a devotee of a devotee. And this is natural because if you're a devotee, you're a family person. We're all devotees of devotee. I'm a devotee of all real devotees. Otherwise, if you're not a family member, I don't feel relation with you. I don't feel relation with Narayan Raj, really. I feel relation with Prabhupada because he's a real deal. And people may, that's why I don't, that's why the Narayan Raj devotees don't feel relationship here. See? Because we're not established yet. They could, but they got to come in the door. They have to see, they have to acknowledge, like, wow, here I was there 20, 30, 40 years, and we don't have love of God. But look at you guys, man. If they got to come to that realization, otherwise, they've been bamboozled in this life. Okay, you were helped to a degree. Everything. Krishna, all paths lie upon Krishna like pearls on a string. Okay, acknowledged. But how long do you want to get back to Godhead? You got to go through the door. That's what I always liked about Jesus preaching. Always the essence. You got to go through the door, otherwise you're thrown out of the kingdom. You can't stay in. You might get a glimpse and you're thrown out again and again. See, people come here, you stay in the kingdom. Yeah. So it's like that, the narrow gate. See, there's a narrow gate. The Lord provides a way. After a while, you know who family members are. You could see, oh, this is just one of the Lord's obstacles for people. When you've attained Vrindavan, you can see the demons, even though as subtle as they are, or demons or demigods or whoever is bamboozled themselves still. Not clear. Don't have the purified heart that comes from only this kind of bhakti, man. This is why Lilita had a beautiful class today. What realizations, amazing. See, this is from reality. I mean, this is the real path. You cannot preach like this. It's very pleasing to Krishna to hear preaching like this, but that only comes from ecstatic worship. That's why Lord Chaitanya's and his devotees realizations are so great. That's why they're in these wonderful books to take advantage of. So if he does, Krishna isn't coming in his class. After a while, it's a little bit much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. See, everybody, what you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. So here, the devotees go to Vrindavan because you like the mood. See, that kind of devotion awakens and purifies the heart. See, so we go there. But if you're not of that and you're speculating, you can't go there. You'll go somewhere else where people are also under the same fantasy you are. See, speculation is fantasizing. That's what I see in Vaishnavism a lot. They fantasize, or even Christianity, they're fantasizing what the kingdom of God is like instead of tasting it. Their spiritual body isn't awakened. See, it's a fantasy. The Narayan Raj group, they're fantasizing. That's why they don't have the ecstatic symptoms. That's why they even, in a sense, lie, like, oh, I have it, but I've got to wipe the tear, because it's fantasy. This is real. See, we're here to show the real thing. This is the timely. See, we got the order, we got the blessing, so it will be. It is already. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, by the way, I got great internet now. I got good news and bad news about that. It's really fast because it's 5G, and the bad news is I'll probably be cooked after a while. No, it's 5G everywhere now. Yeah. Just more or less a joke. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna will protect. Krishna, Krishna. I like fast internet, man. Hopefully it'll last. Let's see if it lasts through the morning hours when it gets later. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Karuna's ready for another ban. I can see he's already going to ban him again. Probably he's using the language, man. Don't you see the community standards, man? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Look at that, Amy. Oh, does you have a nice desire? I want to go to Vrindavan and dance with Krishna and company in the middle of the night. See, and she's not just a talker, is she? She wakes up at 3 a.m. to catch these classes. She's a doer. She practices what she's preaching. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, this Karuna, even though he's kind of crash, he says some interesting things that we discuss. Talk about the bulge in Krishna's thing. The people are thinking like that. See, it's all energy. You get the bulge because your energy's down in that chakra, right? But when you have the upsurge of Krishna, your energy's up in here. See, this is love of God. See, loving God. See, it's the energy comes up here instead of down there. That's the lust of the world. So if a devotee is loving God, say even if God was here physically, it would be an upsurge for it if you're a devotee. See, it goes up. Now, if you see Krishna and you become lusty type thing physically, you get purified. But it's meant once the energy goes up into the heart region, into the, like here, now you know what real love is, true love. And so the energy is there. How can it be down there? It's up here now. The people don't know this. They haven't experienced this. They can't know this. They preach it's all down there somehow, and they speculate on what it is. Have you ever heard such an explanation? No, because people don't experience how it really works. Okay? Where is your energy? Well, if it's down there because you're only a material identified person, okay. But if you see Krishna, even if he was here, your energy, if you're a devotee and your spiritual body, and you're purified, your energy goes right up in here. How can it be down there when it's up in here? See? It's all where the energy is situated. See what you're looking at, what you're meditating on, what you're experiencing. Okay. That's how different things. If you're bodily identified, it's down there. That's the perverted aspect of God, the Maya. Makes you think, instead of thinking Radha and Krishna, you're thinking, man and woman in the world. And it's okay if you're a natural, mundane person, That's all you want. A lot of Vaishnavas are still like that, just speculating on being something great, great guru, a representative of Vrindavan. Oh yeah. I'm not going to look at his things anymore. It's enough. Hare Krishna. Okay, Karuna, stop. Be quiet for a while. Hare Krishna, Krishna. You said enough. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Actually, do whatever you want to do. Be yourself. I don't have to look. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare. So, what? I'm sorry, we got to keep doing this, but it's. I think it's important. Like Lolita said, she thought that Gadadhar looks kind of good, looks like some devotee and all that. But then she heard the preaching. See, it's all in the realization. See, that's how you tell a sahaja. They may look good and then maybe even seem to cry or whatever and act ecstatic, but when they preach, it tells all. In the word, see, the word's got to come from ecstatic purification, ecstatic love, relish, okay? And then you're clear. What you say is clear, concise, conclusive, wonderful, special. Otherwise, not. That's why Prabhupada may not have showed so much, but you can see his understanding is beautiful. Bhakti Vinod, also Bhakti Siddhanta, even though they didn't show so much, you could see their word is nice, deep. Well, not everybody can see. A lot of people just accept it because they were, famous person. So it's actually kind of unusual for people that are realized to be famous, because people are in Maya. They misunderstand unless they're doing some aggressive preaching like they did. See, aggressive preaching, very deep, very like they were after Maya. They declared war on Maya. See, you notice we're doing the same thing, aggressive, going after it. So people may notice, and they are noticing more. See, but that comes with actually forcible attack on Maya. Otherwise, many devotees are shy if you ever find them. They'll just stay and sit in the cave or in Vrindavan, Hare Krishna, shake their head and go back into their pleasure. I met somebody like that. Really, the guy was good, man. I went to talk to him, but he just stayed in ecstasy, in Vrindavan, and he'd come out to give, because he wanted to preach a little bit. And he would come out and talk to me and talk to people, and then his eyes would roll back and he'd go back and just, be in that. It was a pleasure meeting somebody like that. Yeah, and when I spoke to him, you could tell he was real deep. He just knew. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. See, a lot of people so Lalita said that cooking for Belgium wasn't transcendental. Okay, the way it usually is. See, it's kind of like the way the apostles, they were waiting tables, because they got so many people coming, and after a while they said, we're here to preach the word of God, not wait tables, not clean, do all that stuff. So they appointed people that were weren't empowered like that. So they waited the tables and all that, and these guys preached the word. Lalita, she's cooking by, you just sit there and listen. She's cooking. That's the food, man. See, River knows. See, that's the cooking. That's the food to eat, man. You come and listen to her cook, watch her cook. She's cooking for you. Then she delivers some food, some emanation. You get some of the, the juice, the wine. You get some of the wine, get a little intoxicated. And then you get the word, man. There's the food, man. That's the prasad. That's how she's just another level of cooking there, Karuna. The other might be a bit of a, just a kind of like, distraction. So somebody else could cook, that can't, serve on this platform. So, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Nityananda, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. We'll continue on with chapter 13 of Pastimes of Nityananda.
Chaitanya Bhagavat?
Oh, yeah, Chaitanya Bhagavat, page 382. Nityananda smiled as he listened. Oh, I see. We'll go back here a little bit. It's a nice story here. One day, a crow stole a small bell metal container and flew away out of sight, upsetting Malini Devi. The crow suddenly returned, but without the container. Malini Devi could well guess her husband's reaction if he were to see the ghee vessel of Krishna was missing. His temper was nothing short of a thunderstorm. She felt helpless and began to weep. Oh, I thought devotees are always humble. Can you imagine being a devotee and having a temper not much less than a thunderstorm? People don't know what devotees. They're full range of emotion. When they get angry, man, they get really angry. When they rage, they can really rage. The people don't know. But the result is different. See, the result is always purification. The Lord Chaitanya would rage sometimes. His devotees would rage, but people got purified. See, like Abhiram's whip. Can you imagine? Shows you the extent. He would whip people and they would get prema. And so, metaphorically, there's a metaphor there too. Getting whipped by the devotee, whipped by their words. See, it's whipping. See? You become purified. If you don't get whipped, you just die the way you are, right? Because everybody will believe your bullshit. Everybody will believe Radhanath's bullshit and all that. You're all bullshitters out there until you've attained Vrindavan. Sorry, that's the essence of the argument. They don't like that's a whipping. They think, oh, but it's true. If you don't have ecstatic devotion in the bhav of Vrindavan, you're not real representative of Vrindavan, representing Vrindavan and you're not a door for that. So what's wrong with just preaching the truth? Well, see, they can't preach about themselves and their followers can't see their real position. So who's going to help them? Are we still broadcasting? It looks like there's yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's just frozen. You might want to go off river and come back on. You're frozen there. Yeah. So that's the bottom line is there has got to be a door to Vrindavan. See, you got to go through a door to get to Vrindavan. It's like a portal. You want to go to another universe, you got to go to the portal, right? There's a special place, and only through that portal can you get to where you're going. So same thing with Vrindavan. There's got to be a portal. That portal they use different analogies. Portal, door, gate. You got to go through the gate to get into a property, right? You notice properties that, especially one that's very valuable property. You ever see these big gates, big tall, even in Vrindavan, you go to some of these very valuable properties, big fences, and then there's a gate. Only certain people with the code can go in. See? So we give everybody the code. It's just like going onto a very expensive property. If you know somebody from the property, they know the code. They say, here, punch in this code, and you go in. That's what we're doing here. It's like that. You punch in the code. You come here. Yeah, yeah. You go and you listen to it. That's the code. The code is you listen to a bona fide guru. See, who's from Vrindavan. Punch in this code. See, you're punching it every day. You come in through the gate. You see, you coming in and you get in, right? See? But if people don't punch in the code, they can't get in the gate. And they're sitting on the outside saying, oh, we're fantasizing. Oh, yeah, we're Radhe, Nittai, Nittai, Nittai. And they're on the outside. They're just fantasizing because they can't get in. And they don't understand how to go through the door because they don't believe in the door, right? They don't have faith in the door. So they just sit out there and fantasize Radhe, Radhe, Nittai, Nittai. But no bhav that the devotees have from Vrindavan, no upsurge of ecstatic devotion. Because they're sitting on the outside. Uh-oh. My camera's messing up. Does it seem messing up with you, the camera? Yeah?
Yes, it's messed up. It's like all pieces of a puzzle.
Yeah. Okay, let me try and fix that. Let's see if this will work. Okay. I'll see if this works here. Can you hear me at least?
Yeah, we hear you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Let's see if this fixes it. Yeah. So just then Nityananda came by and saw the tears streaking down Malini's face. Let me see if I can get this camera on here. Okay, let's see if it stays okay. Okay. Malini tearfully replied, "Oh, listen, Gosani." Oh, wait. Just then Nityananda came by and saw the tears streaking down Malini Devi's eyes. Smiling, she asked, "Why are you crying? Tell me the cause of your distress. I will take care of everything." Malini tearfully replied, "Oh, listen, O Gosani. A crow flew away with the ghee vessel. Who knows where?" Nityananda assured her, "Mother, kindly stop weeping and worrying. I will surely get your vessel back." The Lord spoke to the crow, smiling pleasantly. "O crow, go and bring back the vessel quickly. Nityananda resides in everyone's heart. Who has the power to disobey his orders?" The crow immediately flew back, followed by the distraught eyes of Malini. Returning soon with the vessel in its beak, the crow put it near Malini. From this incident, Malini Devi could very well understand the extraordinary potency of Nityananda. So what is the moral of the story? Basically, this is relationship with the Lord again, who's in our hearts. He's the super soul in the heart. With this relationship, everything will come. The Lord takes care of everything, doesn't he? He takes care of everything. It becomes a beautiful, wonderful life. Your life becomes full of benediction again. See, Malini was a servant of Nityananda. Actually, she served her by giving her breast milk even. She was older, and her breasts were all dried up and everything. And because of her relationship being like the mother of Nityananda, it formed again, Yeah. But again, metaphors, you know, could happen physically, but actually it's a spiritual thing. This is this feeling like towards God in your spiritual body.
Love wakes up again.
Yeah, yeah, your spiritual body. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's wonderful. See, all these wonderful benedictions happen with being having this relationship with God again. It's just amazing, you know. It's this your life becomes full of benedictions instead of curses. This is what people need to know. When you're disconnected from the transcendental Lord, your life is cursed in some level. There's some level of misdirection, right? Some level, and the Lord wants to live a life of benediction and happiness, true happiness, eternal happiness. Lalita Ganga, there is evidence of Krishna living in India just before Kali Yuga. Given our- Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Swooning with ecstasy, she began to offer prayers to the Lord. See, swooning in ecstasy and then offering prayers to the Lord. See, ecstasy and then the prayers come. See, prayers is realization, revelation, understanding. Swooning with ecstasy, she began offering prayers to the Lord. For he, for he who can bring back to life from the custody of Yamaraj, the dead son of his guru. See, all these are also metaphors. For he who can bring back to life his dead son. See, that's what the Lord has given into his hands of his devotees. He's given us the power to bring back to life people that are in the custody of Yamaraj. They're karmis, under the laws of karma. And that includes many devotees. Unless you're attracted and you have this Bhaktilata Bij and you have this natural, pure attraction for the Lord, you're still under the influence. I mean, you may have namabas or something, then you're more free. But this this is real freedom, you know, to have this association, to worship the Lord with attraction. Could be some mixtures in there, but those go very quickly. Just all we do is just continue to worship, and that's the purification. Is this being close to God, being intimately relating to the Lord? Anything that's not up to par, you know, just goes. Yeah. Yeah, you can see how it works. It's pure attraction, right? But then there's some, you know, some dirty things from our past. They're coming out, and they got to come out. Yeah. But it's still the Lord has given Himself to us. Otherwise, we could not do this. The Lord is that Bhakti Lata Bij. He's the seed. It's the seed. You know, He's the seed-giving Father. See, of the world, right? See, this is Bhagavad Gita. He's also the seed-giving Father, see, of his spiritual awakening of the devotee, you know, spiritual body awakening. See, he's the seed-giving Father, and he gives that through the word of his devotees, see, who are more mature in this awakening. They, you know, see, and so he gives through them. See, and then the seed grows in you, matures, and then you give that seed out, just like like a tree. And you know, there's flowers on a tree of Lord Chaitanya. There's these love of God is like a blooming flower, you know. And then they have seeds in them, and then they throw the seeds out. See, and they make more. See, if you find some fertile ground. See, fertile ground is somebody who receives that seed of bhakti. See, and takes it in their heart and cultivates it. Karuna, you are a personified hard nut to crack. See, you're still thinking. You got your head in buried in this in the earth. See, born of the word. It's like Jesus said in the first chapter. Whoever received him, see, received the word. See, you're born not of flesh and blood. You're born of the word of God. See, to become sons of God. See, it happens here. Look at the devotees you get, you're becoming like their guru, ecstatic, right? Simply by following the process. Hmm. I got up early. I don't know. I might have to take a few Z's. Let's see. Try he, Shama-san. All right. Oops. Try again there, Shama-san. Where'd you go? Maybe we'll get a report. I think we might get a little report from Shama-san. Let's see. There she is. Give us an update, Shama-san. What's going on?
Hare Krishna. Oh, Guru Maharaj. Yeah, I was listening from the beginning and I need to go in half an hour, so I thought I will jump in and I will share with audience and with you my appreciation towards you. And so yeah, I'm running actually very Krishna inner juicy life. I mean, wow, it helping me so much, and not only in my relation with God, but also Lalita knows I had a big issue with sense of guilty. It was
Mm-hmm.
my big scar on my heart, and
Mm-hmm.
I was projecting this on almost each um, each field of my life. And because of listening to you and contemplating this stuff and referring your preaching, towards the reality, I feel like it's less and less and less and less, and I'm becoming really free, and there is a more space for God, Krishna, and this appreciation towards your preaching in my busy life. And it's even when I'm working and when I'm tired or suffering or worry, I see only blessings in my life. So this is very big issue for me, because I feel that purification is really big. And what I wanted to say, purification, sense of guilty. Yeah. And I was listening to you, and some devotee of my ex Sangha just wrote me a message, and he was talking about my ex-guru and so on, that we are connected, because of initiation, and that I have some duties, towards him and so on. And I didn't try, I just said what I know. I was listening you, and I could open the messenger, so it was like both at the time. So
Uh-huh.
I understand that his knowledge is based on Shastra, and he has no reference, and he doesn't feel what we feel here with you, how
Mm-hmm.
these words of yours are working in us. And I understand this. And it was like Vaidhi talk, and as he said, it's not Vaidhi talk, it's Prabhupada words. And I tried to explain him what I found and what I feel, and I sent him a link, but it's just and I wanted to listen to you, and he was like speculating and trying to convince me what I should do, what this initiation mean. And I said, but what's the meaning has this initiation when when there was no prem, this first of all. And then when I started to listening to Srila Gaura Haridas, because I wanted to have, more clarity about God, my Diksha Guru said, okay, then give me my books, give me my mantras, gives me my beats, and you are not my students anymore. So it showed a little bit territorial and material inflammation. So it's like it's clear, yes,
Yeah.
and it's without you and without some members of Sangha, I would be confused to nowadays, to and my sense of guilty could only grow, and I
Yeah.
don't feel that I own anything. I can
Yeah.
love somebody and be grateful from the
Mhm.
distance, but
Mhm.
I don't want to admit that I own something. And he's like on this level, this devotee who wrote me that spiritual teachers, Kali Yuga, we shouldn't, expect so much and so on and so on. So freaking boring. When we have this pressure, precious with you that, uh, oh my God, it feels like I don't know. Every lecture, when I am able to listen to you, it's like progression of whole my life. And I just jumped into to tell you this and that it's valid and it grows and it helps me a lot in my days. And super, thank you so much. And I
Oh.
loved your breathing session. Since
Oh.
then, yes, since then I was doing this before, but you recall me, and since then I'm walking all the time and ra da, and it feels my brain, my cells, my spiritual body, and I can be connected all day long and protected,
Yeah.
and feels awesome.
Yeah. You relax too. The shoulders go down.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's beautiful. Yeah.
so this is
There's
the
this.
update.
Yes. Yeah, the duty thing, like they say, see, they speak on the because they got a duty. They projecting. They think their duty. They have a duty, and you have the same duty, but you have different. Your duty is kind of more natural now, just natural attraction. You like to hear from devotee. You get all your purification, all your elevation from that. They don't know this, so they think they're so they because they can't come. They don't accept, right? So they can't come to this platform. So they want you to come back. They want to bring you back to that. No, 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 we can't go. So you got to come. This is right thing, and it's only because they're not ready to listen. Because they could. I mean, if they were in the right, they could come and listen and be raised to where to your for the self-realized soul. There is no duty, but there is a duty. The duty is now pleasure. Yeah, the duty is just the pleasure of attraction to Krishna. That's Vrindavan. That's the way it is. You're getting that their duty is to see the hard work because they can't get it. That's the only reason why Vaidhi was taught by Lord Chaitanya too and by Prabhupada is people could not get what you're getting and they still can't get. Look, sannyasi still don't get it.
And
Shows you.
on that
Yeah.
platform which you uplifting us, there are so many gifts.
So
There are so
oh,
many gifts.
benediction after benediction. This
Yes,
and
and it
as
can
it
be, and
yeah
yeah, and we
as
learn
it
from you ever
yeah yeah
fresh, and we can exchange this
Mhm.
experience between us, and every of us, each one of us can experience by ourselves, on daily life, and it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and as it matures in you, you'll see it'll become so powerful. They'll just they'll just see, oh wow, the authority is actually there with you. See, it just as it's maturing, it just takes time. See, it grows more and more. It gets more powerful, more convincing to others. See, more convincing to others. Hey, there he is, Govinda too. Hey, welcome. Yeah, yeah, you're looking really good there. Like at peace in your heart, free.
Oh yeah, I feel this
Yeah,
peace. You said it will be more mature, more convincing, and then I felt like I don't want rush, anymore anywhere. I just
yeah,
play day by day. I
yeah,
have
yeah.
so many things, and I know that I remember my Krishna, I remember my Radha, I remember my friends, and I remember my guru, and I don't want, feel a sense of guilty that I don't have, I I let it go, and it feels so amazing. It feels like there is a, I don't know, atom fabric in me. It's like I'm charged from inside. I don't need anything.
Yeah,
Every little drama, every little discussions when somebody says to me, I use it like, okay, maybe I can improve, or you can go fuck yourself. you know I'm listening, my ego is like, oh, attacked or offended. And then I think, where can I progress here? And I want to
mhm,
progress. And then when I feel like somebody is vomiting on me, you are cut it. No sense of guilty. I have no
mhm.
time for this. And it feels so good. So good,
Yeah, great, awesome, man. Oh, you're growing up. I like it, man. That's great. Yeah, you look
Thank you,
so
Guru
clear.
Maharaj,
God,
for
so
your
attractive.
clarity.
God. Can you see the? Do you feel? Can you see the attraction? As she's like so getting such a devotee, man. Real devotion. It's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Some beautiful talkings as well. I'm really liking. I like the fact you're introducing people to Krishna's name, and they might want to go that little bit further
Go.
for your
You
yoga
sound like
practice.
you're in a underwater or something. Are you?
Oh,
All right, try it again.
yeah, like
There you go. There you go. Okay.
I'm really very many of the devotees, but trying to send your lovely yoga sessions with devotees, getting to know the name, and they might want to go that little bit further. They see you and your connection with Guru Hari and the devotees. I think it's inspiring, really amazing, and I'd love to send you some books. I know you're very busy, but if you like send me your address or messenger, then I can send some, and you can do whatever. Maybe those devotees in your chanting session, kirtan session, want to know a little bit more. Then you can give them a book and with links. And I know you already really
Govinda, I do after I come away from here. I do. I was 3 days in the work from morning till evening. I had no. But I remember about you. I will send you direct when I go away.
and also Ivo. I was so moved to see Ivo babbling and how he chants so deeply. I've never heard anyone chant the translations, the Sanskrit words, with such. It's like all reverence, but ecstatic all reverence. It's so beautiful. I'm gobsmacked. I've watched his video about 5 times, and I'll watch it again and again. It, a big, massive thank you to Ivo for his kind donations to help us um, get the books out there and for Freddie here. Really like speaking to you yesterday.
Yeah, Evo's an example of that. You don't have to be anything special to get the mercy. See, he's just an honest, you know, person, and just admits that he, needs the healing and all of that, and God just gives him inspiration. Yeah, see, it's just that's it. This is just accept the mercy. He accepts the mercy, you know, and the Lord takes care of everything.
Every time when I have some issue, I need work or I need apartment, then I'm writing to Ivo for his blessings, because I know when whatever I want. Could you hear me?
I missed a little part. Just,
Yeah, every time when I have some big issue in my life, I need to, find a work or find an apartment or some issue I have, then I'm typing to Ivo, or I call to Ivo, because his blessings works all the time. He bless me, he prays to Nirisim Hadeva, and I'm getting always what I want. And because I know that he has pure intention towards me, like I feel like
Yeah,
very father, friend, brother. He's amazing.
yeah, yeah. Krishna comes to the simple and the humble in that way. And the distressed, and because they need that, they know they need the healing, and they're ready to listen, and that's simple. The others are, because of pride and everything, it has to be dismantled. That's why I gotta show them something. Otherwise, if their pride isn't cut down, they won't get this. And there are a lot of sincere devotees. See, these sannyasis, a lot of them, they're really trying their best. Your own guru too. They're really trying. They really believe in what they believe, but their pride has to be cut down. Otherwise, they can't receive the mercy. Lord Chaitanya did that with Vallabhavata, tried to cut down the pride um, by showing, and he did that with scholars and stuff. So he did in different ways. Um,
Yeah, and that film, I just made a nice picture. I'm really happy with it. Still from that black and white of both nice
oh,
film.
you're underwater again. Underwater again.
Oh yeah, above water.
It's better now.
Yeah, just that film of Gopal, 1957, of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. That what you're just talking about. I've just taken a nice screenshot from the film Mahaprabhu and Sarvabhauma and you and Janaki, and that's a nice cover for the book. I just posted it.
Oh,
It gives me so much pleasure, really, to be engaged in this service. Is so happy because I still remember, Guru Maharaj, when I was so miserable and I couldn't feel the days. It was too many hours in the days. I was miserable, unhappy. I still
oh,
remember that. It helps me appreciate what you're giving and continue giving and giving. So maybe some devotees that might help them, because service, just like we say in Alcoholics Anonymous, it's the backbench, it's the backbone. Even though it might be a bit regulative, it goes on to be spontaneous. And
hmm,
my life is bliss thanks to you. And, you know, I have a caravan, I have a man cave, and 2 months ago I had a tent and a bicycle. And that's because of you, your mercy, your grace. You're following Mahaprabhu spot on and the whole discipline line. So what I've got today is what you're giving me. Nobody would have given me a place to live 8 years ago. They would have told me to, jog on.
hmm,
So I'm so thank you. And when I see devotees, really coming on and embracing service like Sharma, it's so inspiring to see her
hmm,
sharing the name, and she's not under the baton of bhakti like the old guru. Can
hmm.
I do this? Should I do this? What I like about you is you just let us spontaneously flow in our relationship with our cherished form, the supreme, and it's great. It's great. Really,
Yeah, Shama-san looks so purified, doesn't he? Oh, he looks so beautiful. It's amazing.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. It was months of tensions and pain and craziness. And it
Well, that's
works every time. It works
that's
every time, this
yeah, yeah,
purification.
that's part of it too, isn't it? That's the experience. The pain, some suffering in there, all that stuff. It turns into more and more bliss here on this path. You know, so yeah, it's beautiful to see the transformations. That's why without this situation, how can people go? You have to go through the transformation. A little bit of purification, and it gets better, easier, more and more bliss.
Yes,
You know.
we learn about this purification. For example, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I was on high for 1 week, the
Mhm.
Maha Mantra all day long, all day, not all the time. And sometimes, you are getting crazy, you are disconnected to reality, nobody understands you and so on when it's too much. But when it is, then it is, yeah. And then, for example, I was working very hard and every day, and I couldn't feel it, I couldn't feel it.
Mm.
But I learned already. I didn't project on you. I didn't, go away or something like this, because I knew, okay, it is what it is. When I'm working a lot, when I'm doing my stuff, sometimes I'm losing it. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it was just 3 days of break of this high. And then
Mhm.
again, but with new flavor, with
Mhm.
new wind.
Yeah, Krishna. Yeah, it's just a life experience. It's great.
Oh yeah. He doesn't leave us.
He doesn't leave. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody want to share? How about
I have limited time. I want to listen to you, please.
okay, okay. So I'll just read a little bit. Okay, swooning in ecstasy, she began offering prayers to the Lord. For he who can bring back to life from the custody of Yamaraj, the dead son of his guru, and for he who can maintains this cosmic manifestation. What is so wonderful in bringing back a small vessel from a crow? Upon his head rests the unlimited creation, and he does not even feel its weight whilst performing his pastimes. And, that's actually for the devotees too. The entire creation is like weightless. All this burden people have, they feel responsible. You notice people I'm responsible, they're responsible. The burden is on them. They feel it because this is the imitation. It makes you feel responsible for all of this. And you cannot transfer that responsibility over to the Lord, which, it's already transferred. You just an illusion that you're responsible. Look at, actually, if you analyze persons like Bill Gates and everything, they think they're doing for the good. They think it is their responsibility to do what God does, because he probably is an atheist. He believes he's the man. He's the deal. He's got science and technology, and they should use it to create mosquitoes that do this and that and inject people. They're not taking their medicine like I want them to do. They need to be injected with the mosquito. You know, where they want to put this stuff in the mosquitoes. It's just they think they're doing the good. See? And so there's weight on them. Their responsibility causes what? Anxiety and stress, And that's what you see in people. And devotees are different. You start to see reality, how it really is. The Lord is taking care of this creation. I don't need to cook for the devotees. The Lord will find somebody else. Or stuff like that. It's just like people say, well, like even here, Nari says, well, what about the people in Ukraine? Well, the Lord has other servants. I know what my duty is. I know what I'm here to do. You know, I do this and everything's fine. From doing this, the Lord has given me knowledge and understanding. From this, I know that I am making the Lord happy. I'm happy myself, making the Lord happy. And people don't understand that. Well, it's natural. Of course they don't. This is the highest thing. We're here to teach that, how to make the Lord happy in the greatest way. And they are freed from so many responsibilities to the demigods. They deem as the demigods anybody. You become free. See, because it's all about making the Lord happy. And people are trying to do it in so many different levels and ways and everything. And this is the ultimate way. The ultimate way is Vrindavan, and the Lord is giving us that. That's why, these people, your old God brothers, they're saying to you basically, oh, we're on this, we're following our guru, and we're making the Lord happy by doing this because the Shastra says like this. See, but you found this other way that takes the responsibility that they have to do and the hard work they got to do to make the Lord happy. The Lord wants everybody. See, as your bhakti matures, all of us, our bhakti matures, we begin to make this more and more clear to the world. Because doesn't everybody want a shortcut? Come on, if it's real, why wouldn't anybody want a shortcut? Why an easier way? What do you want? Everything always the hard way? See, people they want to develop the body. It's hard, right? Hard work. I don't even want to do it. You got to go out there. You see these guys all day long, getting their body so they can look good and all that. Okay. Shama-san knows about this. She's been, oh yeah, I do a lot of hard work too, man. All day long doing that stuff. But anyway, a lot of people doing that. Okay, you can do a certain amount, or you want to do an accept. But the main thing, what are you doing? Are you working out? See this, and people are trying to work out their spiritual body, which they a lot of times not clear about by doing the Vaidhi Bhakti thing, and that's hard work. They're trying to, do these things to awake. They don't even not even clear about it. Were they just doing it because they don't want to go to hell, or who knows why? Different reasons. Maybe they just believe in God and just want to follow the Vedas and Prabhupada's way, or these gurus' ways they're teaching. But it's hard work, and there's still the spiritual body is maybe just peeking out a little bit, or maybe nothing at all yet.
Yeah, Harry, and I was thinking there's no difference from that post you posted yesterday of Ryan Maharaj saying it's topmost being chanting 64 rounds. There's no difference in that and those who are going around Govardhan Hill with big rocks in the rain and the weather. It's the same. It's parallel. They're attracted to that. They're purporting it's the highest, but it's nowhere in Sastra. You purported straight out of Caitanya Lila and defeated that. And is anybody still hanging on to that? I guess they must be, because devotees still have faith in the Ramraj. I'm not impressed. I don't have any faith. It's boring. It's fundamental. It's sectarian, and it's dead. I was thinking also, people say, "Oh, don't talk ill about the dead," but he was dead when he was here. He's dead now, and he's dead. He's dead. I mean, he did what he did, but he's dead. Whether he's walking,
but see, not everybody's ready for the spiritual level. See, so that's why the Lord has provided a path. I mean, He's helped devotees. I mean, there are devotees who left Prabhupada and He brought them back. He was very inspired. I mean, I can talk about I talk about different sites. I was there. I saw him. He inspired many devotees. He brought them back they left, and He brought them back. So it was, and they got philosophy. They got to understand. But this is the next stage: is to experience the spirit, the awakening. They couldn't do it there because there was still speculation. He's just like there are different platforms of devotional service. The Bhagavatam teaches you can do devotional service in the mode of ignorance. You can do devotional service in the mode of passion. You can do devotional service in the mode of goodness. You can do devotional service in liberation. But pure devotional service is hidden. You got to go in the door, and that door is a person doing pure devotional service in a more mature way. See? And that is relishing the pastimes of the Lord as it is, without speculation. Even in liberation, there was some of that there with Narayan Raj. Even in the liberated plasma, there's still speculation because you don't have the full realization that comes from transcendental relish. This is what they don't know. This is, as our bhakti matures, that'll help the devotees see that this is the next step. But this is how it's done. We discuss the pastimes, we chant together. The Lord gives more and more blessings to help the world. I can see even in your experience, I look at Shama-san, she's getting really purified, looking really good. I mean, spiritually, physically, of course, you always look good. But this is really attractive when you see a devotee getting purified. It's like, wow, man, that's real beauty, man. I feel real more connected with her now. So, and that's what it is. You feel more part of the family, really, like that. And so anyway, it gets easier. See, now we're working the spiritual body. It's meant to be easier. Once it awakens, and this is where the real Bhakti Lata Beast is postgraduate Chaitanya Charitamrita teaching. Okay, spiritual body's awakening. Okay, now the workout becomes easy. It's hard to work out the physical body, a lot of energy, right? Work to move this piece of meat around, It gets easier when you get, but still it's, it takes a lot of work. The spiritual body's easier now. See, you awaken it, and all you do is it's lip service, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Can't get any easier than this. And you're getting 1,000 times more purified than a person trying to do it in all these external ways and rituals and building big temples and building big heavy deities and giving all these flowers and all this money and all this time and all the, there's a lot still because the spiritual body isn't activated yet, or not much. Hey, this, you see why it gets so easy and why people think, oh, you're not working hard enough. Well, you're not. You're working too hard. You should come to this path here. You'll see more and more you start to just teach as it is. You realize, hey, man, wake up that spiritual body and then, okay, keep in good health here while you're here. But, man, this is priority while we're here. The spiritual body, nurture it, feed it, man. Feed it its food, man. Its food is sadhu sangha, chanting the holy name, ecstatic worship. Make it grow strong. Here, and give shelter to others also as you're having a good time. Preaching to me is having a good time. I love this, man. I love this, and people get liberated. You can't ask it. These guys have to work so hard to liberate you, and they can't even do that. I have an easy job. I just sit here and give lip service, and people are getting liberated. Look, Lalita said the exact fact. She couldn't understand this without this kind of ecstatic worship. She said, boy, we don't even have to be in each other's home and fly. Gaurahari doesn't have to go and fly here and there and everywhere. We get it on the internet. It's being transmitted. Most devotees, they have to go. Prabhupada even had to go here and there and everywhere. Of course, the communications weren't as good as now. He could have done it like he did, like this. But you know what? A lot of these devotees, they got to fly here and there and everywhere because they can't transmit anything. And they can't even do it while they're there, really, not very well. Not like this.
Shamasundari is a proof now. Again a proof.
Yeah, proof. Everybody could look at progress, man.
Yeah.
You just
Can I say something? Because I need to go, but I will prepare myself and clean home, and I will get on headphones, so I will have still a little bit to listen. I wanted to say, for example, I work a lot, and I work also on my future because I have a deal with Krishna and this and this and this. Then I just want to have a ground and space, to good doing in the future what you are doing. And I work on this every day, and people, especially German people, because I don't generate so much still, they think that I don't do anything, or I'm lazy, or I'm a dreamer, or something, because I'm not generate,
Not generate.
money and a lot money and some material goods.
Not generating big bucks.
Yeah, I work. I'm developing all the time, but I'm not generate. So it means I am lazy or not schooled enough, and so on and so on. And I wanted to add also something, because I see in comments from Freddy and from you, Guru Maharaj, some speculation about body working. Because Freddy said that when we are work on body, then hormones are released and it can be satisfaction. So I want to share with you briefly my experience.
Okay, yeah,
this all yoga and this functional movement which I practice every day, it opens and stretch and taunt my body, and it supports me, on daily life. And for example, I have a very hard work in cafe, and before in the past my back was always crushed, and right now I feel like my deep muscles are supporting me, you know. And this is the same with bhakti. When you don't cultivate, you don't get any results. You have to remember, you have to come with contact, you have to talk about Krishna, you have to think about him to have him. And this for me is the same. I need to, you know, care about my body, strengthen the muscles to have this the strength to what I'm doing. This is my
Yeah.
approach, and I don't exclude anything, you know. But you were saying about that they do bodily and they don't do spiritually, yeah. But I recommend everybody to move and to get a little bit more
Oh
deep
yeah, no,
power.
yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, you just misunderstand. No, I also said you got to do. You got to keep body, mind, and spirit. See, body, because I know if I don't do some exercise and stuff, I just can't do bhakti. You know, because the body is not. It needs to be exercise and all of this, and then you can sit. I can sit down before I do the class. I'm out stretching. You know, otherwise I can't just sit here and chant. My body will be going to be distracting me. The body's like a guru too, in a sense. Tells you what I mean. My body says, "Okay, do this, you know," and I do it. You know, probably gonna because we got it. We got it. It needs to be exercised. It's like a dog or a horse. You know, you got to get out there and move it and do it stuff. Even Prabhupada, you know, he wasn't doing enough, and he had a heart attack, and the doctor said, yeah, you guys, you know, this doesn't do any exercise, and then he started doing a morning walk.
Yeah, all this fat and this sugar. I mean, when
Yeah,
your muscles are like sausage, you know, then
yeah,
life is an effort.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So
Don't be a
he
sausage.
yeah, he started to walk, you know. So we gotta, you know, do these things. I swim in a pool, I go for a walk every day, I stretch. I mean I could really get it, but I just kind of lazy guy, you know. I should do more, but you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just one of my faults. But God, you know, to me it's like, yeah, I gotta stretch, you know, I gotta swim, you know, I gotta do that, you know, just kind of
Guru
gotta do it.
Maharaj,
Yeah.
I go now. Thank you so much for that gem. This precious. I love you so much, guys. And yeah, we are connected.
Okay,
Have a
we're
nice
connected.
day. I'm going to listen still. Ciao.
Oh, ciao. Yeah. All right, a little bit more here. Phew. He does not even feel its weight whilst performing his pastimes. Just chanting his name, uh, just chanting his name destroys the endless ocean of Nishans. To influence a crow to return to a small vessel it has stolen is not extraordinary deed for him. Yeah. So in the past, Lakshman, um, you're guarding Sri Devi whilst living in the forest. Oh, in the past, as Lakshman, you're guarding Sita Devi while living in the forest, yet only looked at her feet and no other part of her body. The powerful arrows later defeated and exterminated the entire demon family of Ravana. See, again, these are like also metaphors. Powerful arrows coming from Nityananda. See, that comes from the devotees. Arrows, what kind? Are they physical? See, arrows. No, they're like arrows. They're truth arrows, truth bombs. You know, because look at how the demons keep everybody in illusion. How Maya does arrows, right? Arrows of lies and speculation, deception coming through the. See, these are like weapons. See, so that's why Jesus taught the truth will set you free. So, see, these are like weapons. We direct energy directed weapons. See, we directed. That's what they did. They would direct these energy weapons. And so we direct the truth at the speculations, the lies, and all that stuff. See? Otherwise, they're using, see, naturally, people are establishing the lies they believe in the world, or you're establishing the truth. See? So, very few people can establish truth because very few people realize the truth, the essence of all truth. You know, the essence of all truth is devotion to the Lord. How many people know that? See? So this causes devotion to the Lord, causes understanding of the Lord's deeper transcendental nature. See? So therefore, now this, when it's preached in the world, destroys all the speculations of Maya. This is, people are covered with all these illusions and lies and deceptions. Even the people that are more truthful in the mode of goodness, still there's lies there. There's lies. They don't know the Lord. Not like a devotee of God who has devotion to the Lord in one of his forms. See, there's some deception even for Christians. They think Jesus is the only God. See, there's still some lie there. It's not really true, is it? It's not. This is something being hidden. It is, but it isn't. Yeah, he's the only God. There's only one God. But they need a more purport. They get that from the deeper realizations of those who are deeper in their loving relationship with the Lord, deeper in their association in the more deeper kingdom of God. See, so then if they're open to it, they can get that ignorance busted. Okay? So this is deep stuff. There's nothing I've seen on this planet being preached like this to such depth and so simply. Okay? This is how it was. All when wonderful truth is being released on this planet, it's always like that. It's the highest truth distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all sannyasis. Look at people like anybody, simple people like Evo, simple person. It's for everybody. It benefits everybody. But usually the simple people accept it first, right? And the others later. It's big false egos they've developed. And they get into the kingdom later. See? So this is a Jesus trip, a Lord Caitanya trip. It's a liberating the living entities trip. The same thing, the same kind of essential truths are coming out that were held back by the recent acharyas, and they only put it in their books. But they knew there'd be a time to extract it. We're extracting. You ever see like those zip files? All that stuff is condensed in the zip file. That's the Prabhupada's books, everything. And we unzip the file. See? And man, we got a lot. It's huge. We'll never come to it. We'll those who have really got it will be here together until we kick the bucket. Why would you go any other? You show me any. If anybody shows me a better place, more interesting, more fascinating, more truthful, more deep, more ecstatic, I'm there, man. You can come or not. I don't know. I'm going there. That's the way it is. Everybody's looking for the most ecstatic place, the most truthful place. That's called spiritual greed, man. Yeah. We don't have to forcibly hold people back. We just by truth. I just speak the truth. That's why I tell people, hey, Mahavirya, you're missing out. You accept it, I don't believe it. Well, that's too bad. Meena, you're missing out. Oh, well, too bad. I got to at least throw a little spear over there. Truth spear. Ex-wife, all of them. You give them. That's why I do it occasionally. Why I don't want to, give them a chance, man. Maybe something will hit. Like arrows. People shooting arrows. Sometimes they hit. You never know.
Yeah.
The target.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whose lotus feet The river Yamuna Devi begged forgiveness and offered prayers for glorification. See, even the devotee, she neglected Nityananda. And because she was a devotee, Nityananda dragged her. There are a lot of devotees around. And people neglecting. That's everybody's actually a devotee. But the Lord ultimately will drag you to him. He dragged her. Maya does that, doesn't she? She drags you down. That's what she does. Krishna drags people up. See, so he does it in tricky ways. It's like Maya tricks you. Oh, yeah, the Lord also can act with tricks, trick you to get attached to Krishna, right? Then all of a sudden you're being dragged, right? Isn't it? Don't you feel it there? Doesn't the Lord drag you, Lalita and River? Isn't he dragging you now? What can you do, man? He's being dragged. You can't neglect him. You try sometimes, but then he drags you. See, River, she gets it. She knows what I'm talking about. Can't get away now. It drags you right there, Yeah. See, all these things you can understand. To me, this is. I love this, man. I love to understand God and truth and why things are. I mean, what else is there to do? People walking around all day long, they don't know what the heck's going on in the world. Really, they think what's going on in the world is all this political coming and going stuff. It's all distraction. Even the demons know about distractions. They give you a distraction to keep you from knowing what they're really doing. That's what Maya is doing to them also. They think they have it. No, the Lord, they're even being fooled. Maya is distracting everybody from the real truth. That's what she does. See? And so our preaching is we come and attract everybody to the truth by preaching the truth. The truth will set people free. Hey, man, I want to set a lot of Vaidhi Bhaktas free of following people who are not really representing the Vrindavan. It's time to expose. See, expose. Got to go in the dark room. I'm going in the dark room here to expose the negative. See, that's all. To me is negative. It's black and white, man. Why black? This is all color here. You notice color. Why stay in black and white? The negative. Vaishnavas to me are living in black and white, man. We're living in color. Isn't this more colorful? Come on. You come here, you'll see a color movie, man. The pastimes of the Lord, very colorful because the bhakti is here, man. And you go back over there, you'll see, boy, that's black and white again. Who wants to be in black and white? When you can have a color movie. Come on, are you progressive or what? That's a good one, huh, Krishna? Where'd this come from? You think I can come up on it on my own? No way, man. This stuff is dazzling, man, and makes perfect sense. You notice? Follow the most logical path. Follow the most clear path. You want to know what is Krishna consciousness? What is a real guru? Follow the most logical speaker. It's the most clear speaker. The most ecstatic spirit, blissful tears, all the tears and ecstasy and laughter, that comes about. That's the power of a devotee. That's the power is that bhakti. Gives everything, clarity, everything. That's why it's Radha. You see, Krishna says, look at her, man. He became so attracted, he wanted to come in her mood so he can understand more of himself. Why, Lalita, look at the class she gave today. Ooh, wow, man. That's because of Radha, man. All that bhav, that devotion, man, gives you a clear picture of what's really going on. Not a negative, black and white negative. Your activities can be diminished. Your activities can be diminished because all your none of your activities can be diminished, since all of your activities, however easy and small they may seem, are transcendental and absolute truth. See, everything. This is what you see, like Lalita reading. Everything she reads is ecstatic. See, every word, all of that. Because every activity, every sentence, everything is devotional, full of bhakti potency. See, when you get off of speculation, that's what you get. Okay? This is the real path here. But you got to be a real devotee, acting, see, living that path. See, living devotee, living example. The Lord to preach this had to become a living example here in the world. See, a living example of Radha worshiping Krishna with devotion. See, people don't know. All you Vaidhi, all of you out there, whether you're in religion or what, the real path is the devotee. That's what Jesus meant. I'm the way, I'm the path. The devotee is the path. You look at them, you see the path, man. You hear from them, you're hearing about the real path. They got the real life, is this ecstatic worship. Without it, everything is dead in the modes. Everything. That's why I say even these Vaishnavas, they're all, what do you call, still in the modes or in liberation or something. It's still not it. It's this devotional potency. The Lord keeps it hidden until you come through the door, the real way. It's hidden to the Narayan Raj group. They have not proved that they really got it. None of them. It's hidden from ISKCON, not proved that they got it. No, it's proof, man. Where's the proof that you got it, man? Simple. Where? Where is this bhakti manifesting? Where is the glorification of this bhakti manifestation? You got to come and you got to hear from clear devotees who are clear because of this. That's where this knowledge comes. That's why you see I'm preaching Caitanya Charitamrita principles. You see, these are the codes, breaking down the codes. Who would see any of this in there? You can't. It's only because of real, deep, ecstatic worship. That's why the Lord was really attracted to come. I want to also know what Radha knows about me, but unless I come as a devotee, worshiping like that, like a Lalita doing and a river doing, I cannot know these deep secrets of God, of myself even. Okay? So he did this to know himself and to relish that knowledge and to taste that ecstasy and at the same time preach. That's why it's an easy job for such persons, because you're teaching the greatest knowledge, the greatest information, the greatest connection, the greatest understanding of the kingdom, the greatest happiness, the greatest purification, and it's not even like any work. It's just your nature to have a great time in Vrindavan. Relishing, association with Krishna, which devotees do just by speaking about it. It just creates the Vrindavan atmosphere. Glorifications of Krishna, it's like being here is like a 10th canto, reading what they're doing, talking about Krishna. See, and enlivening the devotees there. See, they're all blooming. Yeah. Nityananda. See, yet that none of your activities can be diminished, since all of your activities, however easy and small they may be, are transcendental and the absolute truth. That's why the highest experience of all of this is to be able to read and chant these verses in bliss and ecstasy. It's all transcendental. If you don't have that, this is just a storybook. Just a storybook. Maybe you're reading for some other motive other than to relish this, to understand the nature of God, just to Taste it. How wonderful it is. Okay? Nityananda smiled as he listened to her prayers and remarked in his childlike manner, I want to eat. Whatever Malini Devi saw, Nityananda's milk ooze from her breasts, out of spiritual parental love, Nityananda would fulfill her spiritual desires by suckling her breast like a small child. See, Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, especially in the later, they just relished. They just sat here and played and everything, and then they had their devotees preach. Somebody had to explain these things, just like Malini. You see, she's explaining these truths, and Nityananda is just here, to relish. Kind of like if we go to Vrindavan and you see Krishna, he's just playing there and all of that. And it's the devotees explaining the nature. You notice the prayers of the gopis and all that. The devotees explaining all the wonderful nature of Krishna. They're the only ones who can ascertain it. You got to be a devotee. Krishna's just playing, having a good time, right? Relishing, staying in that mood, and that's his thing. And the devotees out there glorifying. This is my Lord. That's how we learn through the devotees. See, Radha's name comes first, then Krishna. She's explaining it. The devotees are explaining the how wonderful Krishna is, right? Krishna's not explaining it. Nityananda's not explaining how wonderful they are. The devotees are. That's why even the Lord comes as a devotee to explain these things.
Experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I got up a little early this morning, so I'm going to stop here. And, take a little break. Come back.
That's good, Maharaj.
Hey, thank you. That's been great. That's nice. Lalita rocked today. Yeah. She rocks every day.
No, I didn't think it was that special. I had more pleasure yesterday.
Yeah. I didn't hear yesterday, so I don't know. I just heard the last part. Yeah. All right. What happened to Johan? Has he been doing classes? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he has some class,
Yes.
but early. He keeps
Early.
on doing his class, of course.
Yeah. He does it early. When I wake up, I just see you're live, and maybe if
Yeah, very early. Yeah.
I'll check him out. I'll watch a replay.
Mm-mm.
All right, guys. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'll see you a little bit. It's great. The internet's working pretty fine, man. Let's see how I end this stream.